Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Amanene guys, YouTube boy Sweet Smokes MakkaDonna, and you are now tuned in behind the song. You know what it is, let's get it. Mfanaga Sislime, Babangiting from Mozogana, Bambita Met Dog, but I go by the name of Smokes MakkaDonna. Fanago East Side, they represent the Mamelodi 012 Play Doma, Lipitor, you know what it is. Music started a long time ago. I was in high school and I realized that I can do music. I saw this other nigga in class rapping, writing lyrics on his books, and I was like, hey, this nigga is doing some dope shit. That nigga always wearing like fucking chains, swag pants, you know, all the way down to his waist. So I was like, hey, that nigga is living the life that I want. Let me try doing what he does. And I started writing a verse in class for my mother. I think it was 2018. I started writing a verse for my mom. I called it Superwoman because her birthday was coming around. So that was my first verse. I wrote a verse for my mom, Superwoman. Yeah. I don't think anybody starts the journey by themselves, bro. Because to find yourself, you gotta interact with people. You gotta know what you like. You gotta know what you stand for, where you stand. So I started with a group of guys. It was me, T-Bang, K-Switch, J-Slake, Tipstar, Alter Ego. Whole lot of niggas. Killer E, shout out to Killer E. We started rapping at school, you know, with punk classes, with fucking lifestyle, you know, lifestyle, rolling weed, still paying, weekend, going out with chicks. I was with the gang, so every day we would freestyle at the toilets. After school, we would freestyle. When we smoking, we would freestyle. So it started growing from there. I remember this, our first track, we called ourselves Squad Diversion, Squad D. Our first track, there was four of us. I remember my flow, I got it from one of the niggas, J Slake. He had a dope flow. I'm sure even now, that nigga killing flows, bro. Killing flows more than Aquaman, that nigga, bro. Hey. Got my first flow from him. I killed it. And then shit happened, you know, when you're growing up, like people, they relocate, some people drop out of school. So I was just left with one of my niggas, T-Bang. And then up until high school, I was like done with because one of my niggas relocated, K-Switch relocated. My other nigga dropped out. The other niggas, they were doing their own stuff. So me and T-Bang kept going with the Squad D until we finished high school and then started going to grind, you know, 9 to 5s, different locations. So it's no longer a group thing now. I'm by myself. So I started writing by myself, writing lyrics, staying indoors, you know, trying to connect with producers I can work with. But then when you're still coming up and you're that young, and then people don't believe in you as much as they would do if you have your money, your assets, like everything. Like other kids, other rappers, bro, they coming from families with millions, so it's easy for them to pull up in a fucking bands and be splurging there, taking videos. It's nothing for them. But then for us, we had to like believe in people who would let us down all the time. I stopped like looking for producers in studios where I can work. Uh, I got a job, 9 to 5. The career was lacking, no post, no dropping music. But I kept writing every day. Even my niggas at Sunnyside, they know like, hey, MakkaDonna got a Bible, bro, full of verses. 20, 2025, I met my manager, my friend, by the way, Lux. We started this recording label, Most Black. That's when I actually started to make tracks last year. You see the gap. I've been doing this from like back then, but then I haven't been dropping. I haven't been making music. Okay, I started making music. Right now, I got a whole lot of catalog that's coming out. I think this week we about to drop. If we're not dropping this week, it's gonna be coming soon. So me and Most Black, we started working with local producers like Prokat, Monate, local rappers like Vett. Uh, we worked with Whisker is on our next project. Uh, it's a pipeline. We're trying to connect Mamelodi, Social Nguve, Peli, Hetfield, Sunnyside. We're trying to connect the whole network of rappers so that we can be one thing and we can be able to rise above everything else, you know. In the early days, hey man, I was extra dope, man. Jalapeno, like too much smokes. Before I, before I started calling myself Smokes, I was on fire. Uh, so when I was in a group, I was always like dressed to kill, like the lingo, the hands were there, bro. Like I could battle rap now. So my niggas is looking up to me when it comes to taking the stand, when it comes to battle rapping. I remember we did a event there at Mamelodi Far East Extension 11 around Pina Sport Park. Yeah, I was battling this other guy, Chronic. I remember Chronic. He was a presenter for Mamelodi FM. Yeah, it was a great battle. I came out on top eventually. I started doing battle raps, started killing it on the scene. But I was in a group. My niggas were chilled. Like my niggas were niggas. They were straight. We were always straight. But then I always tried to do something extensive, something that's worse, something like that will stand out, like just like that. See, as a solo artist, everything you gotta handle it. You gotta be hands-on. Being a solo artist came with a lot of challenges, but I have a group behind me. I have people uh, who manage my shows. I have people who manage my music and all that. But at the end of the day, when I'm in the field, when I'm on stage, I'm alone. You know, so sometimes it gets shifty. It gets it gets a little bit like I get hesitant doing some shit. Like a week ago, I had a show at Centra at the bank house. Uh, we got there late. I didn't have communications uh, host with the host of the show. So when we got there, I couldn't find that nigga and my phone was off. So I had to be running around the club looking for the host by myself. And I was with this other nigga. He's my nigga. But then he kept on getting into my face. Yo, nigga, what the fuck? What are you standing there for? What you doing? So I am I am hesitant, and then I'm looking for someone, and then this nigga is busy making noise near me. You did. As a solo artist, bro, sometimes you feel like some people you keep around, they are not meant to be around you. So being solo, it also teaches you like how to carry yourself, how to interact with people, uh, how to socialize. You know, getting to meet people, like talk to people, pushing the same thing that you're pushing. Uh, Being solo is a relief because you ain't gotta carry nobody with you. Not in a bad way, but then some niggas need to be carried like babies. So we are pushing my guy, but you are telling me you can't do this and that because of what? Manyana, brag. Manyana, everybody will push around bobuhle. Haona motho wa ntseng fela, brag. So wena ho nya go ba part of group o lebelletse group e benefita wena wa di juta. Because of at the end of the day, o sala only one. I remember like my first time in Sunnyside with Prokat Monate. Yeah. Hey, that nigga really knows how to set up the atmosphere. He really knows how to bring the vibes to the studio. Uh, very wrong niggas. Those are the type of friends I already showed to my mom, by the way. bad people. But then when he was in Sunnyside, my nigga, like he went all out. Refreshments, the beats, they were fire. Everything was there. The city lights, everything was there. The first track we did, it was They Watching. I dropped this track on YouTube called They Watching. They watching, they watching every move, like more like bolela pili basically on tsa motho tswa furu e fetsa mo ke on tsa thoga le bota wa lebella or mang feta le mang or mang etsa on tsa basically I'm saying I know they watching every move. When I was 9 they didn't think I'm cool. Now I'm a rapper with a lot of proof, so they watching every move I make. So yeah, obvious they're gonna be watching, my guy. They're gonna be talking. So yeah, that was the first track we did with Prokat. It was fucking dope that day, bro. We dropped freestyles. It was the first time in the city like that. Like, okay, now I'm worried about going back home. I'm in the city. We are making music. Yeah. When I'm in the studio, I have superpowers. The Roman Reigns in that metal Superman punch, like well, wow, yeah. Like I said, the first ever track we recorded was Go Far East. That was the first time I recorded a track. Ke bolaile verse ya ka, ke bolaile flow ya ka. A ke nagane gore le di-brass tsa ka ba mpoditse gore I'm fan bolaile that. No care for mara unity one, so everybody had to put the work in. It was fire, bro. My first verse, even my verses right now, they are still fire. Sometimes I ask myself, how can I be doing what I've been doing for so long without getting any remuneration, any gratitude, without getting anything? But then I realized that it's not about me. This thing is inside me, man. So I live rap, I breathe hip hop, I eat, drip, the whole lifestyle, bro. It's there, bro. It's not going anywhere. I think even when I reach the age of 40, I'm gonna be spitting verses like never before. My first live performance, it wasn't on a stage. Yeah, it was on the back of a van, Gomtunzi. Yeah, I was working with this hand, my ex. Yeah, we was working, and then some of the niggas from the hood, they know that I rap, but they never heard me rap. So they was like, yeah, they call me Tupac, by the way, the SNS. Hey, baby, can you spit something for the kids? And I went there, dropped the 16 yana, mataka bangiti, ono shota dizaka respenda go speed, gijimile thapa cheap, so banyana bampa cheap, and I met a taba for Zara. Then they went crazy, like I was here because of I never thought like people would recognize me for who I am, for having long hair, for wearing the way I wear, for the way I talk. Because this is Mozambique at the end of the day. This is South Africa, bro. Shit happens here. So when you are a nigga like me, shit doesn't come easy for you. You have to extra try, and you have to prove your worth over and over and over again. So my first time hearing live performance was dope. I was still young, but I felt like I was on top of the world though. Double HP, Hip Panzu, Harambe, Jeff Yanta, why I say Harambe. Man. Those guys. I did the signature track or giddy man. I feel like every rapper should have a track. Yeah, angering different from Livito, le concept. Answer. So now I give it a Harara. I guess I go with a Harambe. Answer. Harara joke mogetang. ke mo ke tlhang ke tshaba go bolela ka lebitso mara ke sure somewhere along ke boletse gore ke tlhagae. So Harara ke go ke tlhang and go ke tlhang ke bile exposed to dilo tse baya tsa go strateng wa tswa dilo tsa go tshwana le distribution ya di drugs dilo tsa go tshwana le being held at gunpoint, being shorted wa tswa. No, I never got shot on my body. Like I've been shorted, being chased with a gun, being shorted. Tswa matha o twa di voice tsa Jubra a gwella like ke Harara jo like hona le concept engwe makula ba re ke haram wa ntswa. Harama ke sure gore ke dijo tse ba sa tshwannang go di ja gore ke dijo tse bad for bo mara Harara is a bad place wa ntswa ra bosa. So ka mkhwe leng a bad place Harara tshwantse e be pleke e sharp because of you were raised ko Harara, you were raised ko re tlhang, everybody wa itse go tlhaga kae, everybody wa itse go faceitse eng ko tlhang. So Harara for everybody wa feelang gore environment a tlhang ko yona ne se sharp or I sharp for yena wa ntshwara bosala. Go vesting ya ka da ke re modimo go khopela matla. Smokes MakkaDonna o bolaile mafatha mo ke Harara. Mutsubo bafethu, like any form of smoking, whether you smoke habli, whether you smoke pachi, you smoke cigarette, whether you smoke the dangerous stuff, it's not good. It's haram. But then because of we're exposed to lots we ended up in some of them. Yeah. Some of rena re survive hore ka tsatsi le lengwe nka ba mo behind the song ke explain hore pila go tlang ka nna pina go tlang ka yona. So there's niggas who are still stuck ko Harara on drugs. But it's di lat gaga di bereke wa fethu re tlhoka le government a e bereke re tlhoka go re tikemelle rena. You must stand together wa fethu. We're making sure the Harara tsa rena ra di change for the good of our future le mornya go te pona re le teng wa mpo. Bro, Harara was a done track before it was even introduced to the mic and the FL and the producer. It was done. So I got in this to sip something, smoke something. Mogi Harara, exe come estás? That's how Harara was made, bro. It was quick, it was lethal, it was made. So, I get drop the date, it's a hore, pila get drop because you're not going to enter as a single. I don't wanna include it in my project once. I'm gonna get Ghana Boko fan. Ghana number one. Baby on baby. Baby on baby of it. Baby on baby. Pluto ish. Pluto is an OG, bruh. Roddy Kiwarina, like what's that? Hey, Pluto is an OG. Yeah, we go with Pluto, bro. Yeah, future. Can you ring that like we run out of money, we run out of this, we run out of money, we run out of money. So I'm going with Tagatala, man. Mara Wizzy is the chef. Wizzy is the father, is the godfather. Shout out to Wizzy, man. My bro. That nigga my home. Come on, fuck hoes. NBA. That's so unfair. Rekabukazi, why it's hard to choose? I'm gonna go with the Pili Machiavelli. OG. Facebook Smokes MakkaDonna, Instagram Smokes MakkaDonna, TikTok Smokes MakkaDonna, YouTube Smokes MakkaDonna. Yeah. I final message for me is if you don't start now, you'll never see what's ahead of you. Yeah. Just start something. Whether you are going to stand by the corner the whole day, start something, because there has to be a beginning, there has to be the middle, and there has to be an end. So if you wanna go out as one of the greatest, you gotta start somewhere. Sure. 012 018 Jimmy Tata 1 Rata with our Turgamo Fasa Matara. Hey, it's your boy Smokes MakkaDonna and we behind the song. Shout out. I was there.
Thanks, man.